All right, what's going on? Cass just got back from Hawaii.
I just got back. Did you miss me?
So much.
I missed you.
I can't hug you.
I missed Wabut. I felt bad at, I wanted to take Rob on his birthday trip to Six Flags, but it got postponed. But we do have a Six Flags birthday trip coming up next week if you're
next week?
interested.
COVID-19
What the fuck are you talking about? Going to an amusement park?
We won't be doing that. We will not
Are
be.
you
Okay,
mad?
this is the first I'm hearing about this. About our trip being canceled.
Oh, I thought you meant about COVID-19. Do you know what COVID-19 is?
Yeah,
We're not even calling. I like how we're not calling it Corona anymore. It's
No, no, no.
COVID-19.
I'm old-fashioned,
COVID-19.
and I'm still calling it coronavirus because I'm old school. And I think
so old school.
I think that's just how I grew up with it, and it'd be very tough for me to make the switch now.
I'm going to need a trip to somewhere very soon because I'm about to have both my kids home for 1 full month. School is canceled.
Yeah.
We have 2 weeks of spring break and 2 weeks they're closing early. Like they just emailed us, pick them up now. So
you're gonna get sick and you're
camp-
gonna be annoyed
school
for a
yeah.
long time.
What the fuck am I just ordered like $200 worth of toys on Amazon, which will last me for 2 hours.
Here's
Wow.
what's going on.
I don't know what.
So we just have to let people know then. We're recording this early in a preemptive strike against coronavirus. So we're recording this a couple weeks early because now
Trump just gave his speech last night. His bedside manner, man, let me tell you, is something wonderful.
He looked like
The
he was.
fuck?
Yeah, he was
Bright orange.
He was reading like a like a report.
Yes.
He just was reading a ticker tape. There was no emotion.
Did you see the footage that C-SPAN had where he thought it like cut out?
Oh,
and he was
after.
like, meh. He just looked like a big baby.
I did see
sucks.
one of his eyes looked closed. Like
He was
kinda
sniffling,
like,
by the way. What if he has it?
Well, imagine if
Oh,
you're
we
the
all have
president
it.
and you like
Hey,
got a
George.
little, you got a cough.
How you doing, George?
Speaking of
Don't
cough.
fucking
This
put
is
those
via
hands near me.
Kassem.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you
it's
so
George.
much. This is the man I'm
Soaking
marrying.
wet.
Thank you, George.
Did you touch the top of this? Have you touched this?
Nope. Just
But
the
there's
sides.
definitely a lot of rain inside of it.
When you put on the lid, how did you grab the lid?
From the sides, and then I put it on the sides at the top.
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't think George can get
sanitize.
it. I just don't think George can get it. I don't know why.
I'm gonna hand sanitize the
Should I
top of my
poke a
coffee.
hole through this and put it around the top? Do you want to poke a hole?
This is crazy, guys. And if we're laughing at
Everything's
corona,
weird.
if we're
Everything's
laughing at
weird.
We're not.
coronavirus and it's killed someone you loved, we're sorry.
Look, I'm down to 2 rolls of toilet paper, and I didn't do that thing where everyone's like, you should buy, you
Oh,
should
we
stock
are
up.
stocked.
Oh,
I
like
am
when Rob
down.
told you to get a bidet fucking months ago, and you're like, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Now I'm reaping what I
No,
sow.
we are stocked.
I go
at
on
Casa Dijkstra.
yummy.com because I use yummy.com to order groceries, and I go in, all the toilet paper sold out. Then I go to Amazon, all the toilet
price
paper
surge?
sold out. And if it shows you how bad things are, I may have to like drive to a grocery store to get my groceries.
Oh my god.
Yeah, shit's fucked up, dude, and I hope we make it.
Shit's fucked up.
When I went-
How's
when I-
Lindsay handling all this?
She's fine. She's,
She's
like,
like me, right?
she's a human germ. So like this is like when coronavirus happened, she was like, "Oh yes, my friends
She's
friends
like,
are
I've
joining."
had that.
Yeah, she's like, she probably has had some form of it for a while. This is not phasing her in any way.
I feel like it's been around longer than we just like now it's going to seem like the cases are so high because they're testing for it. Do you agree?
We're 2 weeks behind. The information that we have is actually two weeks behind. Yeah.
But the situation in Italy is very scary.
So how bad does it have to get for us to cancel this podcast? What has to happen?
I apparently am not. I was advised by my doctor that I shouldn't leave the house, and I was like, "Well, I'm going to record a podcast right now."
Yeah.
But I've been told not to leave my house after this.
Somebody
For a
at my
little while.
brother's work just tested positive for coronavirus, and we just had lobster dinner the other night. Here's the thing. We got a half-off deal on lobster.
Hold on. Jamie,
No.
Jamie, you did Drea's podcast 2 days ago, and she has
a cold.
And she's going to be here.
She hadn't have a cough. She hadn't have a cough.
What? Do you have it? Did you just get it? I think we just got somebody getting coronavirus on
Wait,
camera.
Bob Menery sat here.
Listen, this is what everyone's probably doing right now, right? Like, oh, this person has this, and this person. People are gonna get sick. It's raining.
We're fucked, dude. None of this matters. Like, turn off the cameras. Like, it doesn't.
I'm about to
none of
get
everything.
so close with Cutter and my kids. He's
Yeah.
worked from home too.
And
Obviously.
with me, if
Are you coming over?
if you guys don't get sick, within the next like 3 days, and I'm like
yeah,
in my
you're in an
apartment.
apartment
I'm
building.
coming over.
No, you need to be in my house
For sure.
You need to be in my.
Yeah.
You need to be in the Xbox room.
Even if I if I
Jamie,
just come,
I'm good.
yeah, you are fine.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You're infected.
You live with a human germ.
You
Of
can
course,
go
you're
live
fine.
Yeah, you and
Maybe
your
that's
germ
made
and
me
your
stronger.
brother.
You know.
But even if I just come over like during the day to have some sort of interaction with humans,
I can guarantee you there's going to be some sort of like sanitation station being set up in my garage from my husband.
like Lindsay's a
with
human
a portable
germ?
shower and like strip. Like my parents came in yesterday from the airport for one day because they're in Vegas. Cutter was like
I would have been
not
nuts.
okay.
I would have been nuts.
But Bo, now when he came home from school, we would make him strip at the front.
Hell yeah.
He loved it.
See, Lindsay's a human germ. I'm like a human sanitation station.
You
Is that
are.
right? Sanitize.
Yeah, but that's what I just said.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Listen,
I
I'm
hope
just
it's right.
following your lead.
Yeah, this is your apocalypse.
This is like
how...
I feel like this is also like I've said before. I feel like this is like what you and Cutter have actually been like silently manifesting though.
You know what?
You're like, see everybody, wash your fucking hands.
But I'm more not so like. I'm not a guy who really worries about getting sick. I'm more so worried about like. I just think people are disgusting with like their shit and like.
Up until
I gotta scratch
recently,
my eye.
I've been disgusting. I realize because I never washed my hands. Like I didn't like. I never thought about shit
Jamie.
like that. Gross. I'm gross. I mean, after like obvious things like. After I wanted to go to the bathroom or like come in from, and I always at the gas station would like use napkins for everything. Like,
Yeah.
I've always been conscious like that, but not how I am. Like, I wouldn't like come home and immediately just wash my hands.
I just touched my face, guys.
Yeah,
I
just
touch
use
my
a
face all
tissue.
day.
Look, this is things are different, and they're going to be different for a while. But like when I was watching CNN last night, they really are going into full hysteria mode, and they're in the
They are.
business of freaking us out.
Well, I'm worried about the economy
Well, that too, but like
more than like
it doesn't
lives.
help. Chris Cuomo, whoever that guy is on CNN, he started his broadcast with he looked right at the camera and he was like, "Things as we know it will never be the same."
That's how you should have started this
did?
It was
pod.
just after Trump's speech. He was like, listen, things going forward are going to change. Things will not be the way they have been, and now they are different. For the future is uncertain. And things
That could be said
that we were used
every
to,
day.
we will not be used to any longer. And it was just a lot of different laps and versions of
I
saying the
wish
same
I had a
thing.
loop of that to just play every morning before I open my eyes. It's just the
Yeah.
truth. But who's the NBA player that tested positive for it?
Gobert.
Okay,
Rudy
and you
Gobert.
saw the press conference
Where he
2
touched
days
everything.
before where he was
Yeah.
That
You know what
is
that-
straight up karma.
You know what it reminded me of? How you say like
Holy-
when you test the universe, it tests you back. Like it's like, oh yeah, like you want to fuck around.
Wow.
Yeah.
How would you handle a 14-day quarantine? Like if you were,
How am I about to handle it? You mean?
Yeah.
are you,
About
you
to
really
go into
think you're
30
gonna?
days.
No,
Yeah.
I'm being told by my doctor to stay home. So, I have done about 6 grocery trips. So I have like 5 rows of mac and cheese and pasta.
Where are you going? And what grocery store? Cause
Have I taught you nothing? Mac
do
and
you mean?
cheese, James.
My
come
children.
on, you can do better.
My children.
Yeah, you
Annie's
have-
organic.
Well, this is
Look,
good.
You have
I,
to
need-
feed
I
them.
want to know what you would
If
get.
they're going to be going fucking cabin fever stir crazy, I need to be feeding them mac and cheese, okay?
Yeah.
I have a lot of soups, a lot of canned beans, a lot
Okay.
of like couscous, rice,
Okay.
a
You
lot
should have
of
led with that.
cereal,
Okay.
a lot of olive oil, a lot of potatoes.
What cereals are we getting?
Well, I don't eat cereal, so for them
What?
it's like
You don't like cereal?
no, like plain Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios, Chex, Quaker Oat squares. It's the boys' world. Then it's a lot of olive oil,
Yeah.
a lot of sweet potatoes.
Okay.
I bought a lot of chicken and it's frozen. Put it in the freezer. A lot of Annie's organic frozen pizzas. I wish they would sponsor us.
Pizzas.
Annie's, can we get some of those pizzas? Send them on.
A lot of snacks. A lot of snacks. Like a lot of chips.
Fuck,
a lot
I
of
have
popcorn.
nothing.
A
I
lot
have
of
one bag
chocolate.
of Mahatma rice. Mahatma white rice. I was just thinking, like, I can just make a bowl of rice and put some soy sauce on it.
Oh, I just touched my whole face.
Oh, I saw that. I was just about to do it. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Oh my god.
Yeah, and a lot of frozen vegetables, frozen fruit, because fruit will go bad. So we're gonna make a lot of smoothies and juice.
Oh, that's
and-
smart. That's actually really
That
smart.
sounds like I would just come over for dinner. You know, like
It sounds
you have
like
a lot
it
of
sounds
good
like
food.
everything Lindsay brought when you guys came to my house that day.
Look, I haven't done any of these trips yet.
There's nothing left.
I know. So like now for the guys like me who are, you know, I'm sure there's somebody watching who hasn't made a trip to the grocery store yet. What's left? And what can I make out of what's left on those shelves? Because there's no
You're gonna
toilet
get real
paper.
crafty.
Yeah, I can do rice and beans. Mm-hmm. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eggs. We got a lot of eggs.
Eggs is good.
I hate eggs.
Me too.
I can
Listen,
do
in a time of
scrambies.
crisis.
I can do scrambies, but eggs are just the unsexiest food. But I guess, you know.
You don't want to hear a nice egg thing I've been doing lately? I've been doing like just cracking them on like do just sunny side up and then putting a little bit of garlic, salt, pepper, and then right before you're going to flip it over, put some shredded mozzarella cheese with some Cholula.
You put it on a toast? What do you do? Just straight up?
Shrimp.
I feel like you have a lot of energy today. You seem good.
I got a dirty chai.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even know what
Yeah.
that is. What does that mean, dirty chai?
Espresso, shot of espresso in it.
Remind me, George, you still
I'm
have
also
my
never
card.
leaving my house for a long time, so I'm just really going to milk this for
So how
That's
do you
my
think?
only
other
card.
human interaction I'm going to have.
How do you think you're
I-
going to handle it as
I'm
far
going
as
to
like
finish Love
mentally?
is Blind.
Oh my god, come
I'm
on!
going to watch a lot
I don't
of
need a quarantine
TV.
for that, guys.
I'm up to just the reunion.
Oh, okay, yeah, the reunion is horrible. It's only
It
45
is?
minutes long. Yeah, because it's just there's too many. There's like
Is there any
12
changes?
of them. No, it's shit.
They're still those that got married are still together.
Can we talk? Like, am I? Hold on, I want to adjust this mic. Do I touch it like that? I'm just OCD is
Things
getting crazy,
will never
guys. I'm
be
sorry.
the same.
Can we talk about the girl and her baby voice who's like, I tell. You know the girl, the
Which
blonde.
one? Giannina?
I don't know their names. No. But she's constantly acting.
You
She's
know what
always
Dr.
acting. Like,
Drew
she's like,
says
you
about
know the reason I said
I don't have butterflies
with you anymore. Like she is such. It's so much acting. I can't. I
can
don't.
watch this
I can't
show.
watch it. Oh, it's the best show out there right
I
now.
only saw the first episode.
You gotta like push yourself past the first one, and then it's
because
worth
it just seemed like they were in an underground bunker and they were trapped in these rooms.
That's where we're gonna
Where
be
are those
soon.
pods?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They look cozy.
Netflix, call me.
that's a good idea.
Wait. So, no, the girl who ended. I don't. Oh, spoiler alert. I guess, or I won't ruin it. The blonde
Jessica,
woman. Yeah, she's like the one of
The
the cutest
older one.
ones. Yeah.
who clearly did not like her guy.
Yes,
Mark.
yes. So the guy's like, I love you, and she's like, I tell.
Because she didn't care about him at all.
No, I know.
It was just.
Yeah.
That's great. I love when you do impressions.
Me too.
I feel like we don't get enough.
It's
don't.
so. And like so what happens is if everybody doesn't know what Love is Blind is, it's people who have to meet through a wall. There's 10 guys
a
in the
week.
house, 10 girls in the house. I think it's 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
And the wall is up, and
That's
they're
a
talking.
glory hole when
Good
you put
incubation
meat through
period.
a wall.
Let's
Yeah.
just put the world through this whole fucking experiment.
It's an
Incubate 'em.
hour a day, and they meet people, and then you keep going on dates with people if you want to keep going on dates with them. And it actually works really good because they're not like, you see once people meet, they're always worried about like, should I say this? How will this person react? Where when it's the wall, they're like, yeah, this is who I am.
Right,
Like they don't
right,
worry about,
right.
It's like what you talk about, like the ego, right? Like
Yeah.
just fucking going away. So, yeah, what was the point of explaining it?
So, and then after those 2 weeks, they pair up and they propose to each other, and then
Yeah.
they meet.
the only way
and
you
then
can
they're-
meet your person is if you propose to them.
Right, and then they all move
My
to
person.
Atlanta. Into the same apartment.
Yeah,
No,
dude,
first
that's
they
the
go to
dream.
Mexico on a trip,
Yeah.
and they think it's just like this little honeymoon. But then all the other couples are there, and like there's some of them that have had like multiple connections, and like the one with your voice like that.
Yeah, I love
She actually really dug this other guy who
yeah.
told her, "I'm going to
Mahogany
choose
or-
someone else." Barnett.
Harmony, yeah, Burnett.
Mahogany?
It's the corona. I don't know.
He chose somebody else, so then she was like, "Oh yeah, wait, never mind. I do love you, Mark." And so then she saw him, and she was like, "Oh fuck, I want to fuck him and not the guy I'm with."
Yeah.
And so she was coming up with every excuse to push the guy she's with away, and he would not let her.
And she gets drunk and she's like flipping her hair around. She's like, "Are you sure?"
And no, well, how about she's like, "I mean, Barnett's hot as shit. I would totally fuck him."
Yeah, and then the guy's fiance is right next to. Oh, this show.
And his fiance that he chose is like a straight up, I will fucking cut you.
Yeah, she's
bitch.
like, listen, I'm 50 grand in debt. I like to drink.
Yes, literally. She was like, I have 25 grand in
student loans. Yeah.
I don't like working.
No,
I want to work from home.
Yeah, she's like, I work to live, I don't live to work.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, I just go to work when I feel like it. I just want to be a stay-at-home mom. And the kid's like, oh. But anyway, 2 of them got actually married.
Yeah.
And the other 3, one said, I do, and the other one said, I don't.
How about when the fucking girl like ripped her dress? It was such acting.
When
I can't.
Giannina fell? Oh, and gave him the piece of it?
Yeah, and she's like, here's your
yeah.
dad. And like she does, it's just so much like the theatrics is just crazy. Like her, just that couple. They're too much.
Oh, he drove me bananas.
Really?
Oh,
What's been making you angry lately? I feel like we haven't talked about that. Damien. Oh, why did he make you angry?
Because he was just like, he would gaslight her. And then be like, why are you doing this? See, you're unstable. I'm like, you're fucking gaslighting her nonstop.
Yeah. Well, you know what the
Hate
couples
fucking
end up
people
doing
like
is,
that.
so they get into fights or whatever, and they're like, why don't we just go back to the pods? So they get behind a wall so they don't see each other, and they start talking. And the one girl's like, she's like, you know, when you said I was the best sex you've ever had. And you could see him like so the shot is her on the standing against a wall like this, and he's
the cinematography
sitting,
is something else.
Yeah, he's sitting on the bed, so you see through the door. He's sitting on the bed, and he's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "You noticed I didn't say it back?" And he's like, "Uh-huh." Yeah, and she's like, "I don't have."
She's like, "Ever wonder why?"
Yeah, ever wonder why? Like, it's so her theatrics are horrible. It's the worst part of the show to me.
I loved her so much.
I hate her. I can't sit. She's
All right,
constantly
well, I'm
acting.
going to watch the 45-minute reunion in my quarantine time. I will do that.
The reunion's horrible, but everybody should go watch that. If you like reality TV, this is a fucking slam. And speaking of, 90 Day Fiancé is on fire, people.
Yeah,
still
I
can't
got a
do
little
it.
taste of it.
You did?
Yeah.
When? How?
Tell him, Cass.
Well, wait, I invited Rob over to watch Bachelor, and after we watched
Why
Bachelor,
you never invite me?
do you want to tell her or should I?
Jamie, you
Listen,
got 2
Jamie,
kids.
we got to sit you down. Are you sitting?
What the fuck, man?
If we called you up on a Tuesday and we're like, hey, at 9 o'clock at night, you want to come over and watch
Yes, I'll
Bachelor?
leave Cutter at home and I'll come.
Oh, come on. No, you. Okay, fine. Well, now we know.
Well, it's over.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's convenient.
And I can't leave my house
It's convenient
now.
for you to say going into a 21-day quarantine.
Yeah.
Great timing, James.
Great timing, you guys.
Sure.
Whatever. Okay, move
All right.
on.
We watched
it
We
together.
watched
How
Bachelor, but
cute.
then after Rob wanted to, because no one in the room had seen 90 Day Fiancé really, and
I just wanted to show you guys.
He so badly wants people to watch.
I just wanted to. No, that's not what happened. I just wanted to show you guys
he
a
goes
30
door to door
second.
selling this show.
I just wanted to show
He
you guys
sends me
a 30
clips on
second
text
clip.
message all the time.
I just want to show you guys one clip of the guy, and you saw the guy
was
and
enough.
said,
It was
"We
enough.
gotta watch the show."
Yeah. The dude looked like Patrick Starfish from SpongeBob. He has no neck. His name's Ed.
Big Ed, he refers to himself.
Big
as.
Ed.
naturally.
5'1".
Not big.
No,
He's
he looks
got-
like this.
He does look like a thumb. He's actually
Yeah.
missing a
That's
neck.
what I
He
called
has
the
no
last guy
neck.
that Hannah Brown picked in The Bachelorette.
No, but his
He looked
body-
like a thumb.
Like that's his.
Oh,
his,
Jed the Head? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's got a name. Now we're talking about a show I watch.
All right, wait, Big Ed. So what happened when you saw Big Ed, Cass?
Big Ed was just... I've never felt such sadness, but also like... He gave me hope at the same time. There was like immense sadness for this man's physical condition of just... He can't turn his head.
needs to go on
He
Love
has
is
to turn his
Blind.
body because he has no neck. And he doesn't have the bones to actually articulate.
If he was on Love Is Blind, when that door opened, there would be screeching. It would be horror.
Yeah.
Like if a smoking
They'd
hot
become a
chick,
magician and drop a smoke bomb and they'd be gone instantly.
if a smoking hot chick fell in love with Big Ed when that door opened, it would be devastating.
Well, how's his personality?
Well, here's the thing.
Great.
It matches. So there was a scene where the woman, she's from Vietnam Philippines, and he meets her at the airport for the first time. They've been doing video chats, and I'm
Okay.
assuming jerking off via webcam to each other up until this point where she sees him in living color, full height.
3D.
But let me
3D.
say, he said to her, I'm 5'1".
Yeah.
And then when he's just about to meet her, he's like, I lied about my height to her. I'm really 4'11".
Imagine having to lie that you were 5'1". Imagine that's the lie.
Listen, I'm not far off, but it's just... Oh,
it's sad.
Man. And then, because what happens is she says, I'm 5'1", and he goes, me too. And then when they meet...
Yeah, so in reality shows...
He's shorter than her.
What I like to call...
She's a tiny little woman, and he's shorter than her.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a moment in every reality show, it's called The Juice, and you watch the show for the juice. And imagine you stick a whole show in a blender, and out comes the juice, and they're the real-life moments, the moments that the person on camera couldn't hide a reaction or couldn't... They're visibly disturbed in some way. When she catches Big Ed at the airport and she sees him for the first time, and he asks her, so what do you think?
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And her face, she couldn't keep the muscles from creating a frown. She was visibly, it looked like she was going to lose her lunch.
Throw up, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what, and it would have been, so he sees her, he asks her what's going on, and she does this face, and it was the moment that hooked me, and it was the juice of the show, and we watched a whole episode, and I'll keep watching it just because of that scene. She was so let down and disappointed and upset that this is the guy that she came to the United States for, but also like she's not going to pass up a free trip, to the United States.
No, he went to the Philippines because she's not allowed in the United States yet because they can't figure out.
Oh, did I get it backwards?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He
So
went
he's
to
in the Philippines airport. Okay.
Yeah. And he's going
Even
to
better.
like a hut in the middle. Like he's sent her $5,000
How do they
worth
find each other?
on apps. He said, I've
it's
sent her
very easy.
$5,000 worth of stuff. And he's like, but she doesn't get it because there's no one who delivers mail to their little village or whatever. And he's going there. Jamie, he has hair down to his shoulders that
Can you
is
pull up a picture?
that I sent you a clip of him.
Oh.
He has hair down to his shoulders that is jet black. And in the second episode, he's standing in his bathroom with a glass of red wine and like a gallon jar of mayonnaise. And he's taking a spatula.
necessities.
He's taking a spatula and putting it in his hand, the mayonnaise, and rubbing it in his hair. And he says because he has very sensitive skin, the hair dye that he's dyeing his hair with is irritating his scalp.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of
look
mayonnaise?
at Rob and I's like history. It's like all like reality show clips mainly.
Yeah, that's
Oh, look,
also...
Is this it?
Jess from Love Island is
I know. Oh, that's a shame.
I almost touched you.
Oh.
Yeah. Jamie's watching it right now, guys.
Oh, he's kissing her.
Let's watch her face.
Do you like it? That was the
And
that
she's
was the clip.
cute.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
Did
thing.
they go on a boat after?
Listen, 90 Day
A
Fiance.
yacht? Does he charter a yacht?
It's
Here's the
my.
thing
By the way,
with that
wait.
particular Vietnamese woman is that she looks like she could be a girl or a boy. And then
Okay.
I have a feel.
Really?
Yeah, like she's cute, but also like she could be I'm about to isolate myself from YouTube, but I feel like a lot of the Vietnamese, the Filipino, and the Taiwanese, sometimes hard to tell which one they are, male or female. Sometimes they got.
I'm not joining this.
Yeah, don't join it. And I think I'm on
I
an
will
island
not even
here
be
by
able
myself.
To be traced on the internet that I joined that conversation.
No, don't join it. And when this hits the press and I come out and I'm dragged for this, I will take responsibility. But some of the people there look like they could just, if they wear a hat differently, they'll be the other sex. You know what I mean?
Jamie's face. Okay, so on a happier note,
My glasses are fogging up.
there's
Wait, they are. I just saw that.
I'm hot. I'm wearing this Patagonia. I got a thermal and I'm drinking coffee.
no, it was you getting nervous
And
about
I'm
talking
getting
about.
nervous about
Wait,
making fun
do
of
we
a
talk
whole
about The
culture.
Bachelor?
Yeah, but let me
Okay.
just share this one thing.
Okay.
So there is another clip that I shared.
Let me touch
I
this
just-
ice
I
cold
just think I
Pellegrino and
unplugged
cool
myself.
down.
Another clip I
Can't
shared
hear.
with you and Kassem is a woman from, I don't know, let's just say the Midwest or something like that, but I don't know where she's from. Overweight, blonde woman, I would say maybe early 50s, not very attractive. And she shows the camera and she goes, I've found my Nigerian prince. And he's famous. He's a famous rapper in Nigeria,
Oh.
and his
Yeah,
name is
classic.
Soulja Boy.
What?
And not only is he a famous rapper there, but after having all these communications with him and to let me know he really means business with me, he wrote a song about me and it's a hit in Nigeria. And it's literally him looking at the camera and he's like, Lisa, I love you, girl. He's like,
classic.
He's like, I text you, girl.
I think I know that.
It's a classic
I think it's
tune.
on one of my Spotify playlists.
Yeah, he's like, Lisa, I text you all the time. I love you, girl.
Do they WhatsApp? That's what they do.
And they cut to a video
Oh,
of
God.
her, and she goes, it doesn't get more romantic than that. And she's dead serious.
Yeah.
It is
This
crazy.
is why I can't watch shows like that.
Oh, it's all I can do.
Look, I'm not saying I'm like above it. Like I
Are we
just said
sick?
I watched what?
Are we sick if we watch shows like this?
No,
You were
I'm
worried
just
about
saying-
Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I know where your head's at, Yame.
It's because I'm watching Love is Blind and Bachelor and Housewives and everything. But like those to me are particularly like just really clearly making fun of people's like appearance and desperation for connection and love. And my conscience can't handle
not
that.
good.
You want to know what's crazier than that? There's
good
a
for
show
the soul.
called like 90 Day Fiancé People's Couch or the Couples Watch. And what happens is couples from seasons before sit on a couch and watch the people on this season and talk about how dumb they are for what they're doing. And meanwhile, they were doing the exact same thing 2 seasons before.
What is our world?
Great idea for a
What
show.
is our world?
And that's I'd like
This
to
is
announce my
why
new
we have
podcast
COVID-19.
where I do a podcast and while listening to this podcast while watching episodes of The Sopranos. It's actually a 3-tier meta podcast.
I don't know if my brain could handle it.
Yeah, no, tune in.
There's one other thing I just want to bring up, which it's like a phenomenon that I can't not talk about. Is there's a lot of shows now with like 400-pound people and like 500-pound people and all these
What's
people
wrong with that, Rob?
No, let me get to it. And they're so big that they can't get out of bed or they can't move. Yet the guys shave every day.
Well, yeah.
You gotta do something.
You don't want to look like a slob.
Exactly.
TV.
That's my point. Is like you watch these people and they're like, yeah, I eat so much I can't get out of bed. There's stories of guys who like have people put food in a bucket and they pull it on like a rope up to their window and eat all this stuff. And
It's romantic.
none of these guys have giant beards. Listen, on a scale of 1 to 10 of having my shit together, I'd say I'm somewhere around maybe a 5 or a 6 or something like that. I can't shave every day.
But you can do other things.
You gotta
so that's
control
the
the
only thing they can
controllables,
do.
Rob.
Yes.
But
You gotta
it's
you
insane.
can't control
Like,
food going in your body. That's out of your control. But what you can't control is how nice you look and the stubble on your face.
but it's I just find it, and it's not one
Maybe
of them.
it's the
not-
producers being like, I gotta draw the line somewhere. We're gonna shave you.
You think so? I think
Do you
they
actually
put-
see footage of them shaving?
I have before. I've also seen where like guys attach a Bic razor to a stick because they can't like
God.
move properly or reach certain,
Oh,
or it's just so
man.
much easier. Like they just like don't have to move more. It's great, but I just like for me. Like, you know, we've talked about this where like wiping the ass just got so like it was like, oh my God, again, like, you know, just handled that. Now shaving, I just don't shit. Like I'll go weeks where I'm just like, I haven't shaved. I don't know.
Same.
Yeah, whatever. It's just like, and I'm getting so.
Let me see your armpits.
My armpits are fine because they were lasered. It's my legs that are. They could be better.
I'm getting so sick and tired of brushing my teeth. Like at night, I'm just like, God, I hate
Oh,
this.
same.
Yeah, I just hate. I'm like, God,
Eat
why
an
can't
apple.
we? How can we figure
Naturally
this
cleans
out?
your teeth.
No, I can't do it. I have. It's like an OCD thing too, where I have to brush my teeth when I wake up and before I go to bed. And I just can't. Like, I'm just like, why can't we just get a thing? Like, you put it in your mouth, bang, done. But my point is, shaving is worse than all of that. Shaving
For
is
sure,
the
I
work.
could
There's
imagine.
a fucking mess after. You have to go get the razors. You have to get the shaving cream. You have
Cutter
to.
lays like a newspaper over the sink.
Yeah, but even that, it's just a process. No matter how you do it,
Right.
it's a pain in the ass. Do you?
That sent you somewhere.
Yeah, no, I was.
Where'd you go?
I was trying to picture Cutter, like with his legs up on the counter, trimming his pubes on a newspaper.
I've never seen him trim a pube.
Really?
No, I mean I'm sure. Like he's done it, but like I've
Obviously.
never witnessed it. Those are things I think like there's times where like I'm in my like like goddess. I want my goddess time. Like I want my like.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Like I'm gonna shave and do my shit and take my time. And like when he's tried to come in, and I'm like, no, like this isn't sexy for me to be watched. Like you can enjoy the aftermath. Like this is my time.
Yeah.
When you say
I don't wanna
shave and do my shit, what is the do
You don't
your
want him to
shit?
walk in and
Fully
catch you
shave,
pluck a
do my
nipple hair.
mask, do my lotion, pluck my eyebrows, pluck out my gray hairs. Like I
Why
want
pluck
to
the
be
grays?
because I only have stragglers right now. I don't have the like a full grow in where I need to get colored. I could just pull them out. I haven't
Yeah.
colored my hair in like 9 months. Like,
So how do
Yeah.
you guys feel about pooping with I just touched the mic. How do you guys feel about pooping with the door open? Like couples who do that. Are you with that?
No.
Do you guys do that?
no, get the fuck out.
No.
No.
But I have a feeling
Yeah.
Lindsay wants that. She wants.
That's
she
a
wants,
stage in a relationship.
She wants more
thinks you'll
feces
get
in
to.
our relationship. She wants to add more
That
feces.
germ.
She really gets on
Such
me
a
about
germ.
farting. Like she wants us to be a couple who farts together.
She's holding it in a lot.
Well, I think she does have some some stuff. She, the small little atom bombs.
Does she
going off
fart in
her
front
belly.
of you?
No, but she, I will hear her in her sleep. Sometimes, and it's tough. It's tough to hear that kind of thing.
You ever smell them?
No, I don't. No, I try.
You don't pull that blanket over the head and just.
I have a more of an adverse reaction to female farts than I think the average guy, but I've really learned to live with a lot.
This
Hey,
shit
look,
this shit bugs
I'm fine
me,
with
okay?
it. I'm fine with it. I just don't want to suck her farts down.
But Jamie,
you know what I mean?
I know what you're gonna say that it bothers you, but guess what? Guys' farts bother guys too. Like I don't want a guy farting or a
like,
girl
at what-
farting.
But here's the thing: I have like little kids, right? And like Jack farts all fucking day
Yeah.
long. He giggles when
Of
it happens.
course.
We all smile. Like at what point? It's like it's the human body. It needs
No,
to
no, no.
function.
No, no,
like
no.
why does it
I
have to be
see-
something to be
I just-
ashamed of and embarrassed
Because
of?
I
You shouldn't
disagree.
be embarrassed,
I
but-
disagree. Wait, let me just say why.
Okay,
Because
you do yours, I'll do
There's
mine.
so many other things. So walk away. That's the thing.
Right, but I'm
Be
just
like,
saying, like, why would it? Like, if a girl burps, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. But a fart is because it puts the other person in an uncomfortable spot where it's like, oh my god, maybe I was hungry and now I'm smelling your shit. It's not cool, and it's not a woman thing or a guy thing or this thing. It's
Yes,
like,
it is.
No, it's not. If you farted next to me or Kassem farted next
If
to me,
a
it's the same
girl,
thing.
if a hot girl farted, it would be like, maybe
No.
she's not that hot.
What are you trying to say about
yeah.
Lindsay?
No, it's true.
Oh, okay. I thought,
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But if a guy farted, you'd be like, oh, that's fucking gross, and you move on. You're not thinking about him farting later. But a girl, you might think like, oh.
Yeah,
she
because I'm
farted.
not fucking my friend. I'm not sticking my dick
Here's
up
the
possibly
thing.
where the fart
But
came
you
out
fart
of.
too.
And your face, by the way. Your face has to go down there.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. On accident, totally cool. It's when people start trying to turn it into comedy.
Oh no, you don't know.
No,
I'm
if a
with
girl
you on
farts by
that.
accident, there's not many guys who are like, I'm out of here.
No.
By
No, we gotta put her in
That's
the
what
other
I'm
room for a
saying.
few minutes for sure. We gotta lock the door.
Quarantine, yeah. Give her a 14-minute quarantine.
I think I had a trauma around it, and not necessarily about a fart, but I dated a girl who had, when I went down there to do an oral, she had a very
To do an oral.
She had a very gross smell down there, and I don't think she did her butt good. I don't think she wiped it good, and as a man who, sometimes you got to go down there. You got to visit that
don't
guy,
have to.
the little man in the boat, and you want to kiss him. You want to get him out of there. You want to kiss the little guy in the boat, and your face is literally inches away from a human anus, and that's not a position we tend to find ourselves in too often. And
Speak
if
for
that area
yourself.
isn't clean or maintained well, it can really, take the wind out of my boner sail. It can
For sure.
It can take me to a flaccid place.
For sure.
It could take me to Lake Flaccid, and I'll be
Your
swimming
little boat's floating on
where the
Lake
little
Placid.
boat, where the little boat is
Little bloat.
The little boat is on Lake Flaccid, and I had an experience there, and because of that experience, one experience with a dirty butt.
What'd you do? Did you just immediately abort mission?
No, I was respectful. I didn't come up like I didn't come up like that.
Oh, yuck.
Yes, you
I was
did.
just like, I would not like to smell that again. And then I started using butt wipes the next day because I thought, what if a woman were to do that to me and she caught a whiff of whatever I caught,
Have you
from
ever seen
that poor woman's
Have you ever
anus.
seen the movie The Bronx Tale?
Yeah.
Of course.
When he's like, hey, that guy owes me $20, and he's like, listen, you for $20, you got him out of your life now. Like you'll never, instead of chasing him down for that $20, let him go. It's kind of like you smelled a little poop, but you learned a very valuable life lesson, which is you should always use wet wipes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't want to compare farts to like a crusty butt, but they are in the same world. They live in the same world together, and I like to keep a relationship with your puss. Like I like to keep that relationship there, clean, smells good.
This is the Instagram clip right now.
I don't want to have resentment against your puss because it's so close to that evil next door neighbor, your butthole. And if your butthole gets dirty, your puss is paying the price.
Collateral damage.
You got a neighbor who
Thank you
I have
so
a neighbor.
Thank you so much.
I have a neighbor who's a hoarder.
Way.
He's a hoarder, and consider him my anus, right? He hoards in his front lawn. It attracts cats. It attracts rats. I saw some bats. And it's bringing down the property value on my puss, on my yard. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So that's my analogy. I'd like to.
So speaking of people who maybe are not.
What's this segue?
It's going to be great because that's what I do. People who might not be attracted to each other in a sexual way. There's one guy, this is the last 90 Day Fiancé thing I'll say, when the girl goes to meet the guy in Nigeria, she shows up and he is not very happy with what he sees. And he's like, she has belly, and he's talking about all this stuff. So they get him in a room alone and they go, well, are you excited? Because he wanted to have sex with her so bad. And then he saw her and he was like, and they're like, are you excited about having sex with her? And he goes, well, not really, but listen, she has the woman parts and I have the man parts. So that's what he says about his fiance when he first meets her and that woman who he's going to marry.
I think Cutter might have said that.
That's how he got you?
Yeah.
Yeah? You have the woman parts and I have the man parts.
Can I ask you a question?
Please. If it's about 90 Day Fiancé, please. I've been waiting for that.
Okay, so imagine the woman from 90 Day Fiancé who's, let's just, for the sake
No,
of
I'm not
being
fucking
nice,
her or marrying her. If you're
okay, well,
no matter how
just
great
think of it like this. Mm-hmm. Think of that woman. You have the option of having sex with that woman who's not good looking but has a vagina, or you get the hottest trans. Find the hottest trans who was at one point a man, but now is a woman. What do you do?
You're talking very slow today.
Yeah.
I am having sex with neither of them. Or is there a gun to my head and I have to choose?
Yeah, for the sake of entertainment, you got to choose.
Well, I know there's not an actual gun to my head.
Well,
I would. Do you have a gun, Cass?
Which one do you do? Now I'm not saying pre-op with a little dangler in between there. I'm saying she went through she's a she went through the surgery and she's got a vagina, she's got nice boobies.
Okay, I got it. I have to say I've seen some post-op trannies, even, or transsexual. I don't know if trannies is a mean word. If it is,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
it is.
I'm
but
sorry.
You know what? Let's let them fly.
I just meant
let's learn.
transsexual. I wasn't trying to be,
No problem. I'll speak for the trans community. No problem.
I would still choose, even though I've seen very attractive transsexuals, I still have to go with the woman, I think. But I think a thing...
Well, they're both women, Rob.
I think I have to go with the person who was born in a female... But how do I say this right?
This is the juice for me right now. This is the juice of the podcast. Yeah, keep going.
So you put me and Jamie in a blender, and this is what's coming out.
Absolutely. This is so good. I would love to hear your reaction to this, because I know what I would do.
What would you do?
I'd fuck the hot tranny.
Yeah, he's doing that regardless.
I don't think I should say. I'd have sex with the newer woman. Absolutely.
Okay. Jamie, if you were a dude.
No, I'm not.
Hey, listen, there's a gun to your head.
Well, no, hearing those two reactions, me and Rob's, we both had different choices.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on?
I have no thoughts on this conversation at all.
Well, who's more woke? Who's more woke? It's got to be me,
no
right?
one's more woke.
Yeah, I know that. I think it has to be you. I'm just saying.
You won't let your girlfriend fart in front of you. You are not woke.
She has,
but here,
and I would just have
only
to hit her.
By accident in her sleep.
But yeah. I can say this.
What?
If I was somehow able...
You're backdooring this, so to speak. You're giving yourself an out here.
No, because what I'm trying... All right, forget it. Let's move on.
No, no, I want to hear.
No, so here's a question I have.
Okay.
Jamie.
Yes.
Kassem. Not
Robert?
Bryce. If you were you're given these two options, right?
Mm-hmm.
A, you can eat whatever you want for the rest of your life, and there's no repercussions. You won't gain weight. You could eat your favorite meal every day. You could mix it, whatever you want to do, and you won't gain any weight for the rest of your life. Or you can have unlimited sex for the rest of your life, and there's no repercussions. So you don't have to worry about condoms. You don't have to worry about STDs, getting pregnant,
Food.
nothing.
I take the food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm taking food all day. It's not even close for me.
Look, I'm good at once a week for
Sex?
sex. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh, you see the shame in his eyes when he says that? You could tell that's usually when Lindsay hits him. You could tell he was like, I'm good for once a week.
We're going through it right now.
Everyone is.
Let's come on, let's go. We'll be prepared to get locked up in a place for 14 days.
COVID-19 is a manifestation of just the shitstorm of the currency energy of the world right now.
You hear that, people? The currency energy of the world.
Relationship, politic, human to human, just disregard of life and feelings.
Yes.
I think it's literally a physical manifestation of and forcing everyone to just go in, retreat, be in your home with your loved ones, reflect, and realize what's important.
I'm coming out as a winner here because I like to do that. I like to sit home.
14-day quarantine, no problem.
Dude,
You're like,
just probably stay and rent a movie, dude. Hold on. The second this shit affects Postmates or Uber Eats,
Yeah,
It will.
I'm panicking.
It has affected
restaurants
night
are
was
going to
fine.
close. No one's going to be
Whole
in there.
Foods food delivery. Whole Foods won't deliver food. They're just constantly busy. Like you try and request the
They can't stock
time.
their shelves.
But Cass, what's you said you're going through it with Lindsay now?
We're
Get
looking at buying a house together.
Which normally would be a great
good thing. Good stage of relationship.
Look, I don't know what's going to happen. And
Do
I'm
you have
afraid to
different
even
in
talk
taste?
about it because
Do you have
every day
different
I'm
tastes
in
in
and I'm
house?
out. I'm in and I'm out.
Well, that's just enough. You've already, you
Where
cracked
are
the
you
egg.
looking
Make
for
the
a house?
omelet.
Whoever wanted to test a relationship and really check the foundation and get in the crawl space of a relationship and look at the fucking is it earthquake proof? This is how you do it. You go house shopping.
Is it because your tastes are different?
We're on opposite ends of the spectrum, right? I'm a clean, organized. She's a messy, unorganized.
But you're looking for the house.
We've put an offer in on a home.
Oh, holy shit.
Congratulations.
No, not yet.
Not so fast.
Where is it?
It's in Venice.
Cute.
And I've lived in Venice
So
before, and
far.
I decided to not. I moved to Culver City because I wanted a yard. I wanted
wanted to see
grass.
people.
I wanted to live across the street from the Hoarder. There was a lot of reasons I moved out of there, but she really enjoys the community.
Totally get it. Venice
She
is
really
great.
loves. She wants to be able to walk to
Yep.
the restaurants and all that. I understand that,
Yeah,
but also it's got the most expensive per square foot
for sure.
in Los Angeles. More so per square foot than Beverly Hills and
Yeah.
Bel Air. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it's out fucking outrageous. The only great thing about it is the investment goes up like unlike any other part of LA. That money you're making back quicker on your home. But besides that, the amount of homeless and things like that, especially directly around where this house is like, it's way worse than it was when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so insane to me to spend. It's million. It's not like a $500,000 house. This is like an expensive home that's 100 yards away from a homeless encampment. So it's really tough for me, and I have lots of empathy for that.
No,
and
the homeless
I don't
issue
want to
in LA
necessarily
is
get rid of
really
them.
bad.
I want to be able to offer solution or
Of
help.
course.
You know what I
No
mean?
one-
Which
you're not hating on the homeless.
not hating, but I'm just telling you the realities of
We have a guest coming, so don't yell at me for being on the phone. Go ahead. Sorry.
the realities of spending that much on a home, but like being a stone's throw away from like a homeless
you.
encampment where there's like drug use and people defecating on the sidewalk is a whole thing in
I
its own.
totally get that. I would probably sway my decision.
Now you bought a home with Cutter, right?
Yeah.
Did
two.
you
We
guys
had
did it
2
together?
homes. The second one we did more together. The first
Yeah.
one was kind of more me, but was for us. But
Right.
the second one we did together.
And you guys both agreed on the place, and you
we
like
have totally the same style. Too.
okay,
We
see
totally
like
wanted the
that
same
we have
thing.
very different ideas of what an ideal home is, and like to me, it's
But we
not.
have kids. It's different.
Right.
Like,
But I want to have those. I
but
want to have a
also,
little
too, Cutter
Cassis
and I
running
care
around.
about different things. Like he'd just be like, anywhere's great with you. Do you know what I mean?
It's very sweet.
We also both like we love different aesthetics. We love different styles. Like we'll be like, I'm an actress. I'm like, that sounds fun to live this way for a little while. Like neither of us are very set in stone with
Right.
our styles.
But also, your house is dope.
Thank you. We
BT
love our
dubs.
house.
Yeah.
But we both, when we walked into that house, got a feeling like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
It feels like a loft.
I feel like you've always had a theme, like in all the places you've ever lived, and it's like as soon as you walk in the door, you feel like you could just put your feet up.
That's all I ever want.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Your
literally
couch
what I
is-
say.
your
I'm
couch
like, I
is
want
the
people to
one-
feel like they can put their feet anywhere.
Yeah.
That's before I even had
It's
kids.
just so comfortable. Even like I remember when we were at your place for Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever it was, and we were all like in the kitchen, and everybody's so comfortable, and then like, all right, we're moving into this room, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, really? And then we went into that room. I was
when
like, this
Bo
is
was
great.
performing.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, this room is great too. You know,
I
because you're like,
know.
oh, this is a perfect setup where we
That
were.
room gets used twice a year, and it's Christmas and New Year's. We don't know why, but it's just the holidays when we have the massive amounts of people. They just like migrate to those rooms.
Yeah, your place is great. You just
Thank
have a
you.
very and like even Cutter's the same. It's like, I don't know. You just very comfortable.
It
Thanks.
sounds like it was pretty easy for you guys. Now,
It was easy for us, yes.
we're coming up, and I have a very comfortable living currently, right? I live alone in my own home. I have a dog, but I understand that I have to give up some level of comfort to like be in a relationship, like a functional relationship, or like compromise on certain things that I've been used to. I just think that I'm doing a lot of the compromising.
Like,
Well, I mean, she's got 2 dogs,
And
one
you
of
have
which
one.
is a goddamn nightmare. And
Just like yappy?
It's yappy. It's got a lot of energy.
Kassem
it
told her
chews
to
stuff.
put it down, and she
Yeah.
won't do it.
When they come over to my house, I have to close the doors to the rooms because they'll go in and just chew up
Destroy
stuff.
shit. Oh,
And I had to buy a fucking baby gate. I mean, it's a different. When my dog's there, he's free to roam. He lounges. He chills. He's never chewed anything of value. He's not like that. I get not all dogs are that way, but this is like a big lifestyle shift to be. Now we're the people with
Living
the
with those
annoying
dogs.
dogs, the dogs that bark when people come over, the dogs
I
where
think
you
the
gotta-
dog is a metaphor for Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Well,
if you will.
I am a believer of what's going on with you as a person is manifested and brought out in
Well, dogs read energy. yes.
100%.
in your animals around
Yes.
you. And if you were just to take a snapshot of my life and take a snapshot of hers, to put it nicely, it's very different. One's a little cleaner and not as busy, and she's very busy, very successful, but also like messy, and things are always like in a state, some sort of chaos.
But you fell in
Kassem-
love with that. You like that because it balances you.
Well,
Kassem has
there-
his juice of the show.
There is a
This
balance.
Is mine.
There is a balance. There is a balance of it. This is good.
Here's the
I want
juice.
You to, I'm-
Here's
I'm-
the juice,
the
babe.
juicy
I'm
juice.
fair. I want you to
Juice.
have your juice.
Juicy juice.
There is a part of me that is attracted to this. There's also a big part of me that's not attracted to it. Where do I strike the balance? I am about to. I have to. These are the things I have to do. I have to move my stuff, rent my current home out to somebody. Which in this climate,
Maybe you're not ready. Are you? Is this too soon?
am I? Am I not? Juice me right now. Give me the juice.
Look, the house isn't perfect. The situation's not perfect. Your relationship is great otherwise. Don't do it yet.
It's fine, but does that
How long
mean
have you
that
guys been together?
Huh?
How long have you been together? Dating?
A year.
Sure.
Well, like a little under a year.
Sure.
Well, yeah, but we
I
also.
mean,
3
I
weeks.
was pregnant 9 months after meeting Cutter, so I should.
But it's one of those things where we dated years ago, and
I know,
like,
I know,
okay,
I know.
we
No,
have,
I know.
we're out on an accelerated
But
path.
what is like what is the reason of needing to buy a house? Because you just want to own property. You don't want to rent anymore.
I don't have a reason to buy another house. I'm perfectly content. But
Oh,
she
you own your home.
I own my home. Yeah.
Right, that's right. You said you have to rent it. So is it her that's saying, like, let's buy a place together? She just wants to lock you down.
She wants a property because she's throwing up a lot of money in rent right now, and she doesn't want to do that. She wants
And
to.
she
like,
doesn't want to buy her own. She wants to buy something with you.
She could mostly afford this on her own. She can afford the mortgage on her own. I think the down payment is like where I like really come in.
But can I say Kassem and mine share a similar passion, which is television, obsessively watching television.
And she doesn't?
And well, she
doesn't like
She might not,
TV.
being that she said no TV in the bedroom or living room.
Well,
Deal breaker.
The juice is...
In the living room, where does it go?
That's what I said!
Okay, hold on. Now, can I just
What is there, a
slow this
TV
down?
room or
Fine.
something?
In
a
my
theater
house,
room?
in my current house, I have a TV in
Every room.
every room, but I only really watch it in my office and in the living room. She doesn't like TV in the bedroom because it's like when she's going to bed, she doesn't like the light and whatever. I get
But it
that.
can turn it off.
Well, here's the thing.
Good luck
I
telling her that.
This is also Lindsay, okay?
This is the germ.
So I said,
That's
look,
the mutation
I'm okay
talking.
with not having a TV in the bedroom. I get that. That's
yeah,
not
we can get rid of that.
that's not a big deal to me. If I really needed to watch something, I'll put it on an iPad or I'll go to the other room, right? That's
We should
not
get
a
a
big deal.
scale and jelly beans for all of your compromises and her one.
Well, look,
Great idea.
there's just no real way to convey this without it turning into some other sort of argument. So when I said, all right, but I do want a TV in the living room, she's always had it in her head that she never wants to have a TV in her living room, in her dream house, all this. I'm like, but it's kind of like, this is what compromise is. I'm losing it in the bedroom. It'd be cool to have it in the living room. I think now we've gotten okay with the idea of having one in the living room. I've had to show her TVs that look like paintings, you know.
yeah,
and
you
like,
can be, yes, for sure.
thank God for Samsung. They make stuff like that. I also have
I
a
think my
lot of...
TV is just a piece of art. I love it.
Well,
it's
look,
so beautiful.
Yeah, a TV.
You
Like
know,
I go home, I
it's
see my TV.
unfortunate
And,
you're married to someone else right now because you're saying a lot of the qualities that I really...
Are we meant to be
I
together?
You talked
we
about-
only want sex once a week.
You talked
we
about
love television.
that one time
Yeah.
a month you shave your legs and your shit.
Yeah,
And
I
we
could
shit.
braid your armpit hair.
I don't have armpit
No,
hair. That's I
that's a
would
plus for
never.
me.
That's not a growing thing for me.
I like that one.
You like armpit hair?
No, I like zero armpit hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Hate
It just took a little bit of like, look, this is a lot of people have TVs in their living rooms. It took a while to get there, but she
Yes.
finally got there.
What compromises is she making?
That.
Well, that's a great
TV
question
in the
because I
living
sent
room.
her that. I asked her that very same thing on my way here, and there's a long text that I've yet to read, but I did
I saw
peruse.
she texted you.
Jamie,
did peruse
Jamie,
some of
take
it.
The phone.
And some of it was
don't
like,
know
well, I
his
got to be used to you watching TV.
Well, he has COVID. I don't want to hold his phone.
I don't.
Just take the phone, hold it up to his face, and read the text on the
Can
mic.
you open it?
What is it? Let's get. Come on,
I don't know.
juice, baby,
I don't know.
juice.
I'm
thirsty. Robbie's thirsty, Cass.
We're gonna get a lot of emails about this. Are these emails? Cool.
Okay, so
You know,
my
I've
dog,
been
my
sitting here
dog
for
sheds
a while,
lot.
you guys.
Okay, I'll just pick that one. My dog sheds a lot,
That's annoying.
but I also have 3 fucking vacuums at my house, and I do a pretty good job of
I don't
vacuuming
like
every day.
You and I see we couldn't be together.
Fuck.
And I'm allergic to it, so you're
truth.
alone.
And Rob would never be able to come over.
COVID-19.
So no.
I know. If I didn't have my dog, a lot of this would be easier. I would have Rob over at my house all the time.
Yeah.
It would be, but I can just keep him at my parents', Jamie. It's fine.
Cool.
All right, Jamie has to pee. We're gonna try and keep bringing you these podcasts,
Yes.
even though
Are we done?
Jamie's got.
Hang in there, everyone.
Okay. Well, here's what I wanted to say.
Time
real
flies
fast.
when you're with us, babe.
We really appreciate all the love on Instagram.
Yeah.
We are crushing it. I think we're like the number.
Are we at 1,200?
I think we're number
Over
2
2,000.
Instagram account
Oh,
in the world.
fun.
And we're also the fastest growing YouTube channel in North America, which is great. And
Wow.
if you guys like the show, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when the shows come up. Follow us on Instagram. We also have a Twitter, but to be honest,
We don't use it.
we don't really. We just post some stuff. It's mostly
And half
the
of you guys
Instagram.
are probably dead by now.
Look, there's some emails and things that we're going to get to. We're backlogged on emails. This one got away from us. We talked a lot about the panic.
There's a lot to talk about. That's why.
Yeah, we hit all of these, but I'll pretend like, we were just talking.
I'll keep you guys up to date on the house. I'll keep you up to date on the house
bang.
No, please
stuff.
do.
But there's a very
No
real
rush.
possibility that it doesn't go down.
Well, one can only hope.